Hey folks, welcome back from Atlanta. This is Chris on my way to meet with South African refugees here in the States who came over recently to talk about their experiences. To my knowledge, it's the first in-person interview other than the one that Annika Larson did, but I'm talking about first by content creator. That's by a major news network. First by content creator, so and an independent journalist. So we'll see how that goes over the next couple of days. But I'm in Atlanta, and going through my messages, going through comments on videos. Listen, some people just constantly dig for conspiracy theories. The latest one I've gotten from several people is that because Church World Services was not particularly fond of President Trump suspending the refugee program, that makes them anti-Afrikaner, anti-white, anti-South African. Well, that's a big leap. They may be, but they've given no evidence of that. During my live stream, people asked me to go look at their news releases, and I did, and it didn't have anything that even came close to that. They just said that everyone should be allowed to come over. So you're divining something that's not stated or implied and creating conspiracy and angst in your own mind. It's unnecessary. You might be right, but even if you are, you have no control over it, so why lose your mind over it? And the second one that came up is that RSC, which is a subsidiary of the Church World Services, the one based in Nairobi, two things. Number one, that they're making decisions for who gets considered for refugee program. That's utter nonsense. Now, those decisions are made by Americans. RSC is hired and paid to screen people, to collect the information, gather, put it into a report, which is sent on to the adjudicators who do this, not RSC. They don't make any decisions. They don't say yes or no. They don't say you're qualified or you don't. They pass it on. Also, heard that people are saying that, well, RSC, well, they don't like South Africans, and so these Kenyans are laughing at us, or they don't like us, and so they will go slow and not do the work so that we don't get our applications put in. Well, they get paid when they do the work. This is in South Africa, where people sit around on their fat ass bums and do nothing and collect a paycheck. RSC is a contractor, and they won't make money if they don't process refugees. That's why they were upset that the refugee program was canceled, not because it's the goodness of their hearts, but they were losing millions of dollars because President Trump wasn't processing refugees from around the world. So please stop fabricating fantasies and conspiracy theories that simply give you angst and make you crazy about things you have no control over. Could that be true? Both those things could be true, but the reality here is, if it is true, it'll be quickly discovered and it'll be stopped. So you have no control over it. You know, put your statement of interest in, answer the questions people call you, and hope for the best. That's all you can do. Anything else is just going to get your mind wandering. And, you know, this isn't the X-Files. There isn't a conspiracy behind every bush. All right, folks, best of luck.